as fuck, I'm up before the sun. Coffee in my cup, charts loading one by one. Ain't no time to waste, got my system down. Trading's what I do, about to get this crown. Screens all lit up, candles red and green. This my morning shit, know just what I mean. Sipping slow and steady, while I check the trends. Mad focus now, this is how my day begins. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move, yeah, I got something to prove. Charts and coffee got me feeling smooth. This my daily truth, yeah, I know just what to do. Fuck the formal trading, that ain't how I roll. Take my time analyzing, that's how I get gold. Coffee getting cold, but I'm locked right in. Watching patterns form, know just where to begin. This ain't rocket science, just my daily grind. Same shit, different day, but I'm doing fine. Got my setup perfect, got my mind just right. About to make these moves, gonna do this shit all night. Sipping and trading, trading and sipping. Got my momentum, ain't no way I'm slipping. Yeah. Numbers and patterns, patterns and flows. This is my rhythm, everybody knows. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move, yeah, I got something to prove. Charts and coffee got me feeling smooth. This my daily truth, yeah, I know just what to do. Making money moves, daily this should feel from home. Fucking getting cold, but I'm still in the zone. Making money move, yeah, this shit feels like home. Fuck sleep, I got my morning mapped, while these other bitches still trapped in the naps. Quiet house, screens lit up bright. My setup perfect, everything's right. First sip hits, mind gets clear. Another day to fucking dominate here. Watch the numbers dance and slide, while my coffee keeps me certified. Charts and coffee started right, yeah. Focus tight, mind in flight, mind in flight. Charts and coffee make it flow, yeah. That's the rhythm that I know. Second cup, now I'm in the zone. All these patterns speaking in code. They don't know about this morning grind, being sharp when others fall behind. Fuck that FOMO, I stay composed. Years of practice, that's how it goes. Every move calculated clean. This ain't luck, you know what I mean. Early bird gets the fucking win. That's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark. That's what sets the real one me. Early bird gets the fucking win. That's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark. That's what sets the real ones apart. Their cup's cold, but I don't care. These indicators showing me where to place it perfect, time is sweet, while amateurs still catch disease. This game ain't for the weak or slow. Gotta be ready when it's time to go. Morning ritual got me trained. Others sleep while I maintain. Charts and coffee one more time, yeah. This rhythm's yours and this rhythm's mine, this rhythm's mine. Early hours hit me with a different kind of peace. While the world's still quiet, I find my release. Just me and these numbers dancing slow, building patterns in my mind as I go. Something special about this morning, and way before the day is time to care. And I keep asking myself as the minutes tick by, and I keep wondering why every morning feels so right. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align? You asked me once why I rise before the sun. Said I'm chasing something that can't be outrun. It's not about the money or the gain, it's about finding clarity when things ain't the same. Each morning ritual brings me closer to truth. Like watching steam rise, I'm finding proof that patience builds more than just a perfect cup. It's teaching me when to hold, when they give up. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing with these thoughts alive? Sometimes I wish you could see this morning meditation with me, where everything makes sense before the world gets intense. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align? What's brewing in me? Catching that while the world's still asleep. First light hits my screen, I'm in my element. Fresh brew by my side, mind is confident. Reading these patterns like sheet music, feel the flow. Each candlestick painting stories as they go. Morning meditation with my market view. Catching waves of data, riding them with you. Some see just numbers, I hear the melody. Each trend line speaking rhythmically to me. Time signatures changing, support levels hold. Breaking down resistance as the day unfolds. Charts and coffee, that's my harmony. Finding rhythms where others just see. Random moves and noise, but baby, can't you see? These patterns move like jazz, just trust in me. Moving like jazz, just trust in me. Second cup hitting different minds, eye clear. Watch these price points dance, appear and reappear like a jazz musician. Reading between the lines, finding sweet spots where opportunity shines. Keep it cool and steady, no need to rush. Let the market breathe, feel that morning hush. Been studying patterns since you've been sleeping. Watching lines form art while knowledge I'm reaping. Strategy tight like a bebop groove. Calculated steps on when to make my move. Speed picks up, more intense delivery.
Quick shifts come in tempo, changing fast. Gotta stay composed, make these moments last. Reading signals, catching every beat. Market symphony playing just for me. Mind state elevated, focus clean. This ain't just trading, this is art you're seeing. That's my harmony, finding rhythms where others just see. Random moves and noise, but baby, can't you see? These patterns move like jazz, just trust in me. Moving like jazz, just trust in me. Want a ritual complete, left my mark on these streets of green and red. The rhythm stays in my head. Morning comes, I think of you first. Short lines dance while my coffee bursts. Been at this game since day one, teaching me patience like you always done. Charts and coffee, that's our way, that's how we start the day. Got my screens lit, what you gonna say? Watch how the patterns play. Numbers flow like the brew in my cup. Some days down, but we keep looking up. You showed me how to read these signs. Now every morning feels like yours and mine. Remember what you taught me about staying cool. When markets get wild, I follow your rules. Charts and coffee, that's our way, that's how we start the day. Got my screens lit, what you gonna say? Watch how the patterns play. Just you, me, and these morning routines. Building something real, building something real, what I mean. Watch you rushing in the morning, trying to catch every move. But let me share something with you that'll help improve your groove. See, you're like fresh beans waiting to release what's locked inside. But patience makes the difference between success and a wild ride. Take it slow, watch it form. Just like steam rising up warm. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. You check your screens at sunrise, numbers dancing everywhere. But trading's like my coffee method, it needs time and tender care. Temperature's important, just like timing in the trade. Too hot and you'll get burned quick, too cold opportunities fade. Take it slow, watch it form, just like steam rising up warm. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. I've seen too many burn out, trying to catch every wave, but the ones who last the longest know just when to stay away. So here's my morning lesson as I pour this cup for you. The market gives its gifts to those who know just what to do. Like coffee needs its moments for the flavors to extract. Your trades need proper timing before you plan to act. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. Just hop before the rest of the block, nah. Just me and my laptop. Tick-tock, haven't even brushed my teeth yet, but these charts ain't gonna read themselves, I bet. Watch the steam rise, study every line. Same way I read these charts all the time. Coffee in my system, mind getting clear. That's how we make these moves round here. That's how we do. Red candles flash on my screen while I'm sipping something mean. Used to play it fast and lose, now wait for confirmation, that's the truth. Got a system, got a plan, I'm trading like a rookie, understand. Numbers dancing, I stay cool, cause panic selling's for a fool. Some days green, some days red, gotta keep a level head. Deep breath in, let it flow. This ain't no casino, yo. This is just not checkers, fam. Gotta think before you slam. Markets opening in 5. Feel my focus come alive. Charts tell stories if you know how to read between the highs and lows. Been at this since way back when. Now I'm teaching you, my friend. This ain't luck, this ain't chance. This is morning market dance. Watch the steam rise, study every line. Every single morning, we do this right. Coffee in my system, mind getting clear. It's the only way we move from here. creeps through my window pane. Before the world wakes, I'm in my domain. Steam rising slow like thoughts in my brain. Watching lines that move like waves of grain. Every morning's got its own sweet flow. Some days fast, but mostly moving slow. Learning how to read which way things go. Finding peace in what these mornings show. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. Fuck the noise, I'm focused on my path. Reading signals through the aftermath. Every line's a story that I grasp. Some shit falls, other things will last. Damn, I love these mornings by myself. Learning lessons money couldn't help. Every cup of wisdom brings me wealth. Beyond what's sitting on my shelf. Filter through the static. Find the flow that's magic. In the quiet hours, let it all unfold. Watch the truth get told. Patterns start to speak. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. In the quiet, when my mind is clear, that's what I see. That's what I see. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. In the quiet, when my mind is clear, that's what I see. La la la, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear. La la la, in the quiet hours. First rays break through my window pane. Coffee drips slow like a gentle rain. Numbers dance across my screen. I remain in this space where focus meets the mundane. Every morning, same position, same station. Building blocks of daily meditation. Clear mind as I track each indication. Patient breathing, deep contemplation. In the rhythm of my morning flow, let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In a rhythm, watch it move. Finding truth in every groove. Lines intersect, I'll watch them play. Reading signs that point the way. Years of practice taught me how to stay cool and steady through each display. My fingers trace ascending paths while steam rises, making me laugh. This quiet hour holds its craft. Wisdom flows through every draft. Each morning brings another chance to perfect this sacred dance. Some see chaos, I see design. Some feel rushed, I take my time. In these moments, I refine every signal, every sign. Beyond the surface lies the art of knowing when to stop and start. Each cup of wisdom sets apart the discipline that fills my heart. Early hours hold the key to everything I need to see. In this space, I'm truly free to let the knowledge flow through me. In the rhythm of my morning flow, let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In the rhythm, watch it move, finding truth in every groove. First cup steaming beside my screen. Charts and candles know what I mean. Trying to show you how I move. When markets open, got nothing to prove. Markets calling my name. Trading ain't just a game. Watch and learn, babe, watch and learn. Charts and coffee, that's my vibe. Teaching you how to survive. Morning routine, let me show you mine. Building wealth one trade at a time. Woke up early, check the trends. Send your signals, watch you win. Ain't no sleeping when Asia trades. Got my system, got it made. Keep it cool, stay in the zone. Analysis on my phone. Trading life, it's all I know. Watch these profits start.
Listen up, I'ma break it down for you straight. Look, charts telling stories while others hesitate. RSI crossing NACDs looking clean. Building strategies like you ain't never seen. Resistance levels got me feeling so alive. Support zones when my orders through sleep. Now I'm teaching you to swim in the deep. Trading wisdom, dropping knowledge every day. Show you how to read the markets display. No FOMO moves, we stay calculated. Success comes to those who waited.
Take notes while I demonstrate. Perfect entries, never too late. Watch how I navigate. Charts and coffee, that's my vibe. Teaching you how to survive. Morning routine, let me show you mine. Building wealth one trade at a time. Let me show you mine. First light breaking through my window, cup in hand, just me and morning slow dance. Watching steam curl up towards the ceiling, each breath measured, each moment revealing. Early peace before the world starts spinning, just us here, no need for pretending. Screen comes alive with gentle blue light, your patterns speak to me, morning feels right. Time suspended in the sacred space, just learning your rhythms, finding my place. Steam rising from my cup, while these charts are lighting up, finding clarity in numbers, while the morning's waking up. Watching patterns flow, 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 flow with the morning. Ooh, letting wisdom grow, 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 grow with the learning. Each candlestick painting stories clear, teaching lessons if you know how to hear. Red and green dancing on my screen, speaking truths about what might have been. Patient moments turn to understanding, while my coffee cools, wisdom expanding. You show me past the peaks and valleys to eating. Surely teaching discipline through each rally. In these quiet hours we share our dance, numbers flowing, giving life its chance. Steam rising from my cup, while these charts are lighting up, finding clarity in numbers, while the morning's waking up. Let it flow, let it breathe, morning wisdom sitting free. Let it rise, let it be, finding peace in what I see.
Early morning stillness, just you and me. Coffee pot brewing, charts on my screen. Every ripple in my cup shows me something new. Just like market trends, they're giving me a clue. Watch it rise and fall, both seeming lines. Morning meditation sharpening my mind. I can read these patterns like they're speaking clear, teaching me the rhythm of the day that's near. Every line tells a story, every trend holds a truth, Sip and study slowly, that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Numbers dance before me in the morning light, while my coffee cools, I'm reading signs just right. Some days flow easy, some test my grace, but I keep my focus, set my own pace. Measure movements, calculated plays, learning from each pattern as the market sways. In this quiet moment, everything
Sha-ba-dum, watch it flow. Da-dum, let me know. Sha-la-la, see it grow. Oh, 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 now you know. Every line tells a story, tells a story. Every trend holds a truth, holds a truth. Sip and study slowly, study slowly. That's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Morning wisdom brewing, charts and coffee flowing. Patterns keep on moving. That's the way we'll go. That's the way, that's the way we're going.
Early bird energy, just me and these lines. Numbers keep flowing, yeah, time after time. Steam from my cup like the thoughts in my mind. Quiet spaces where patterns align. Got that morning mindset locked and loaded. Screens lit up before the sun's posted. Brainwaves wavy, but I stay focused. This is how the day gets coded. Sipping slow, watching close, mind in the zone, that's how it goes. Every move calculated and bold. Building my vibe as the day unfolds. Breakfast with data, yeah, that's how I feast. Analytics hit different when streets still asleep. Got my system down pat, no need to compete. Just me and these numbers in perfect repeat. Morning ritual, got me centered and clean. Filter my thoughts like it's fresh caffeine. Stack my odds before others' routine. This quiet grind about to make me beam. Sipping slow, watching close, mind in the zone, that's how it goes. That's just how, that's just how. Every move calculated and bold. Building my vibe as the day unfolds. First light hit different now. Found my rhythm, found my style. Morning moves, that's my profile.
I saw you trade, raw talent, unafraid, but clicking without a plan. Need to help you understand. Watch and wait, calculate, time to elevate. Learn, trade, win, break it down and start again. Trade, win, make your move and then every chart tells a sign, reading patterns, matching time. Watch you grow with every trade, as the lessons sink and fade. Getting stronger day by day, making moves the right way. Learn, trade, win, break it down inside again. Trade, win, make your move and then in the quiet spaces between each decision that you make, feel the pulse beneath the screen. Every choice, every stake. Now I see you've changed, mind and skills arranged, trading with the flow, everything you know, ready for the show. Watch your journey begin. Rising higher, higher, higher. Digital warrior, high, in sync with the rhythm inside. Every plan and dissolves into pure light, rising higher than before, breaking through what holds me down. Feel the pulse beneath my feet, let it lift me from the ground. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Clear as water, sharp as steel. Every signal I can feel, dancing through electric waves, finding truth in empty space, rising higher than before, breaking through what holds me down. Feel the pulse beneath my feet, let it lift me from the ground. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow. Moving with the flow, I know where to Something shifts inside my mind. Numbers start to align. Can't explain this feeling now. Everything slows down. Moving with the rhythm pure. Finding patterns getting sure. Time dissolves when I'm in the zone. Rising higher on my own. Time dissolves. Time dissolves. Clear as morning, sharp as light. Every move feels right.
Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Rumble. How is everybody this morning? Right now, let's try to think. Nope. Hold on a second, Paul. Now you should be here. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me reset this audio real fast. Get it. 1 second. Yep, now it came up. All right, go ahead. Yep, beautiful. I don't understand. This Discord's killing me. I swear to you. It's so funny. I started my PC, worked just fine. Everything was good. I opened up my Chrome. I was running through getting the YouTube set up. I was doing all the things that I was supposed to do. Everything was working fine. And then the Discord comes up, and I don't know exactly how it opens for you, but it opens and it does the little, Discord guy spinning. And as soon as that happened, it opened up, started spinning, and then the computer came up with that message of your machine ran into a problem and has to restart. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And then when it restarted, I didn't do anything after that. From now on, if it does that again, I'm just gonna shut down and restart the computer, because I've figured out now that must be why I'm running into an issue with the chat. When that happens, I need to just completely, even though it restarts, I need to just shut it down and restart it again, I guess, because now the chat doesn't work, nothing works. OBS isn't working properly. So, it makes no sense to me. I swear it's just, it's only Discord. I have no problems with anything except for Discord. And I don't understand why we took this whole thing off. Werner, if you're out there, good morning. But Werner had me delete because I couldn't get to reinstall. I don't know if you were here during that, but I deleted it off of my computer. I actually couldn't get the app to reinstall on the computer, and I couldn't figure out why, but it wouldn't reinstall. It wouldn't reinstall. It just said exe beside it. It wouldn't open. Nothing would work. And Werner basically talked me through how to go through and find these, I don't know, I guess they're like rogue files sitting there that were keeping it from working. They were actually Discord files. So I deleted those, and then I was able to reinstall Discord. So I really thought that fixed everything. And yet here we are again. So I don't understand why Discord gives me so many problems, but it does for whatever reason. It hates me. Yeah. Yeah. It completely kills me because everything works so well. Like, I run OBS, I run Ninja, I run TradingView, I run YouTube. All these things are running Rumble. All these things are streaming, and everything's running back to back to back without even a glitch. It doesn't even hiccup. And then you turn on Discord and it says, nope. That's what I don't like. Makes absolutely no sense. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, I agree 100%. I didn't, that's why I said I was waiting on the first one. I was looking for the move up and then the move down, and the move up was not that great of a move up. And then it didn't seem like the move down, and it really didn't do anything. I know you said you got wicked out, but it didn't do that much. And I was like, I'm waiting here, so I didn't get in that one. And then the second one, there just wasn't nothing. So I'm with you. It was better just to sit out and say, never mind, don't even mess with it. So that's why I did as well. It's just, I don't know what you do with it. So didn't seem to move that much either. I mean, I don't know if you saw the same thing, but I didn't really feel like there was much movement either. So yeah. Yep. Well, and what you'll notice, and you can I'm sure agree with this as well. What you'll notice is there was big candles before algo ever hit. We had them big bearish candles, and that seems to be a contributing factor. If we have candles that are, up or down, that are decent sized candles, and it's not this, tight consolidation sideways movement, that seems to be what happens. It seems to be that nothing really happens for the algo. I like to say that the move already happened. I mean, it's hard to put it in context that way, because is that really the case? All I know is if we don't have that sideways, price action leading up to the algo, I don't feel like we get that push out of the range, if you will, right? Let's see. Oil. Yeah. Oh, no way. It just closed the gap. They really went short. They're going to get killed. Very nice. Very nice. I didn't even see it until right now, but yeah, we came down, we filled that gap and got no top wicks. I mean, this thing's going to, if we can get past this spot right here, if you watch my screen, if we can get past this right here, this is your last bit of range. So if you make it past that, obviously that's what we're into now. If we can make it past that, it should actually push up. But can we? I don't know. Like, oil sometimes isn't fast or whatever, but I mean, that's a pretty good wick that they just shorted into. Either way. Holy moly. Holy moly. Yep. Very crazy. Freaking madness. Yep. I asked Sonny about his level acting as support yesterday, and Sonny, if you're out there, good morning. And he said no, he didn't think so. And then here he is now. This is super support, great support level now, Sonny. And he even DM'd me. He says, I hate you. He says, my level turned into support. I said, yeah. 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 See what we can do with this, guys. It's been... I kind of like this push candle up. I got to be honest with you. Kind of like the no top wick on this candle. I don't know about trying to figure out... I mean, 9:30 is the next candle. It's a little tough here to just try to... get involved. It would be super nice if this came down and put on just a little, and we got, like I said, we got what, 12 minutes left. If she would come back down and put on this like bearish doji type candle here, that wouldn't be bad if we get a top wick and a flip back down. I know it sounds crazy and we're completely going against the trend. Everything. Here's your retest. I don't know. Let's see how the candles develop. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I'm going to start confusing people. We'll wait here. But... yeah. Yeah, let's see. Like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I don't want to, I start saying things and what'll happen is people will start trying to trade that way, and we're not to that point by any means. So, we are not to that point. Yeah. That makes sense too. Yeah. Here comes a flip on oil. Baby. And that's the thing, if it can break into that range, it should be pretty clean. Like I said, I don't trade a lot of oil, but you should be a pretty clean push up. And I mean, it makes extreme sense with no bottom wick on this candle. And again, you can see oil's got a lot of no wicks, so you can't completely go by that, but it'd be nice to come up here and recover this wick and at least test the 0.5 of this range right here, right? Get you about right there for that wick. Would be at least nice. I mean, is it going to do that? And, you know, I don't know. I don't watch oil enough to see, but that's kind of my thought process with it, to put a little top wick on that. But it's got to get in this range. It can't come back down. Woo. Yeah, I mean, you want to see it back up over here, and even as much so as this, you want to see it close at, you know. So even as much as that even makes you feel a little better, which it should flip and give you that, hopefully. But yeah, which is the way to go. So, all right, let's get back to gold. What do we got here? Eight minutes. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Here's what I was looking for. Was it? Let's see this doji candle here with a little small bottom wick, right? I'd really like it to close bearish. Probably echoed back. Is my music playing on the YouTube? You guys hear the music? Hopefully. Can't figure it out. I tried to turn it all the way up. I can't really hear the music playing. OBS claims it is. Okay, let me pull it up just a little. And again, if it's too loud, guys, let me know. Let me check that. Yep, you already know what I'm looking for. I want this bearish doji. I want this bearish doji right here. And again, I mean, I don't want to pull too far precision. Good morning, man of the woods. Can you hear the background music? I'm not hearing it. I don't get it. Anyway, maybe I got it too far down. I turned it up some. Hopefully that works. I didn't want to get too much into it because we're super bullish, right? So I don't want anybody just trying to hunt a short. But if we get a bearish close here, I like this no top wick candle here. Top wick comes in, we close kind of bearish, then we get the next top wick up, flip, and break the lows of this candle to run down. Again, you got to see everything play out, so we're not just looking for a short. I hear the music. It's quiet, no worries. Okay. I don't quite understand it. Yeah, it's alright, I guess. But that's what I was drawing up and talking about here, 30 minutes ago when I was looking at this, but I didn't want anybody to just try to jump short early because all these things have to play out first. We have to see this actually, start coming down. I would have loved to have seen it kind of test this and see the longs involved here. Like that would have been the ideal. You got to understand, what did we look at here, right? So this is okay. Let's look at it as we go on here. This is where they expect to go long. Right? This is their area. Of course, it's a breaker block now because it broke out. So this is their area to long this thing. So that's why I'm looking that way. And again, I'm not saying these longs won't work. We have to have a setup back down into it first. So they could play out just fine, and we could find a place to long up in here once they start coming in short. But currently, as you can see with this big candle, very little top wick, we look for a top wick and a flip. It's still grabbing longs here though. Like Paul just said, top steps going long. People are longing here, so we have to wait for that. You don't want to be in the middle of all these orders trying to come in long. What do we want? We want the stop losses down here, obviously. Stop losses are going to be down here below. So we want the stop losses down here. How I guess I shouldn't do it that way because I don't really have a stop loss thing there, but we can do it this way. So we want the stop losses that are down below this. Problem is we got to see this thing start dying first. So, your stop loss area is going to be somewhere along in here, right? Somewhere along in here for the most part. Some of them that have got it super long out are just going to be down here. Those that have super, big stops, and that's when we'll put the wick on this candle. That's when you'll see it push through to put the wick on the candle. But for the most part, they're going to be, a lot of your SMC guys and stuff like that are going to have it in this general vicinity. Some are going to be in here once we make this second candle, because the next thing that's going to happen is now your fair value gap traders are going to see this as a gap, right? Right here is going to be a gap. Now that we made this three candle setup, that's going to be their fair value gap. Oh, I hate that's going down first. So this is going to be their fair value gap right here. So they're going to try to long again here. Stops down below here, or maybe even down in this area. So there should be tons of longs coming in, but plenty of area below to fill, right? So that is my thought process there. But we need all this to play out first. Get all this out of the way so people aren't trying to long off this thinking that, I mean, you can trade with the traders, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to not a big fan of this no top wick candle, I will be honest. 930 we push straight down. This may actually go there. You know, I'm not gonna say top steps way per se. It probably didn't come down here, sweep everything, and could actually go up anyway. I hate that no top wick candle. I'm not a fan of that by any means. So that is not great. Let's watch these orders come in, guys, and we'll see what we can do here. Like I said, we should see some more longs come in here. Should see some more longs come in around this general vicinity here. I hate that no top wick. I'm in love with that. I mean, it looks great on the hour if you're just taking the hour flip. It's very beautiful. For the 30. For the 30, it's tough. And I mean, we got 930 open, so super tough here. I mean, I guess you could have took the flip and took advantage of that just to take your, you know, your take profit here, but there really wasn't no meat on that bone. And just being honest with you, I mean, what was it? I guess it's 40 ticks, but I just expect we're going to come back up and probably put a top wick on this candle before coming back down, right? That's the problem. Yeah. Here's longs coming in again, and everybody can see this, right? Let's blow this up even more so that we can see. These are the longs coming in exactly that area that we were talking about. If you go back and you look at where those boxes were, they're right here, guys. Longs are coming in. See them trying to fight? They're trying to come in. Where's your next longs at? Right here. You'll see them react again. Right here. If we make it through this area. What's going to happen there, though? Some people who have tight stop losses, you know, once they get down through here, there's going to be somewhat of a fight here. Right? Because, and it's not a fight of, you know, longs versus shorts. It's a fight of these longs are now short orders when it comes through and starts hitting their stop losses. So that'll push it back down into this gap, right? And then the gap will try to fight to go up because the fair value gap traders will try to go long. And it's not that it's not that traders are short. That's where people get confused. Is that they were long here. So once it comes down, it looks like short sellers are coming in. It's really not. It's their stop losses getting hit. So they're getting stopped out because if you buy, what do you got to do to get out of the order? You got to sell. Right? Well, that makes sense. But there should be stops that potentially get hit down below this level. Breakout, retest for your long, continuation, and then your stops are back in this range. And what do we expect of this range always? The 0.5, right? So we're always looking for that 0.5 of the range down in this area. But we expect that that's just a normal retrace. Essentially will wick us down here. It's just there was no entry. I mean, we already saw this. There's no way to get in. What we can do here. Hate that no top wick. It looks so much better if there's a top wick here. All right, now as we push down through here, same kind of deal. We push down through here. We're getting back into range. Some of the breakout traders are going to get their stops hit. Those breakout retest traders are going to get their stops hit. Breaker block traders, supply demand traders, they'll have some stops below here, right? They'll have some stops back into this area. So you'll see some of those stops get hit and you'll see the longs come in. Fair value gap traders are trading long here. So there's your fair value gap. Comes down, hits this long. Anybody who believes that we got out of range, right? Where does it line up at? It's this orange line. Yesterday's high. So what happened? We got out of yesterday's range. You know, we looked above yesterday's range is what JJ likes to say, but there's going to be a lot of longs that'll come in there as well. So fair value gap traders are trading with the traders that are trading yesterday's levels, right? They're going to come in long here, expecting that we came out of yesterday's range, going to come back down, hold it as support to continue on. These are the fights that we're going to see go on right here in this area, right? Yep, we see. Crazy. And people follow him. Absolute craziness. People follow him. All right, so here she comes again. You'll see stops push down. That's why we get this big, you know, push initially, and then you'll see longs come in. Right, so it'll look like a fight here. Now this isn't sellers fighting buyers. This is the stops getting hit from the guys that were long. So sells are coming in. This is sell orders, and then buy orders coming in. Right.
Is this the
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, yes and no. The problem is when the market gets one-sided, right? When it's real one-sided like this, you get a breakout like this. You've got no top wick on this candle. Everybody's bullish. When you get a spot like this, that's just where the orders are. And it's not institutions. A lot of people like to talk about institutions. Unfortunately, when you say institutions, you're talking about like banks or prop firm, you know, trader, you know, like prop firm companies, things like that. And all those traders trade just the same. They're long as well. They're not against this for the most part. But the market makers, yes, it's different for them because they're just going where the orders are. So that's what keeps the market. I mean, they're essentially the liquidity. The market's got to move. If everybody was long, right? If we realize when we look at this thing, I mean, if you can find a reason to short with any strategy out there in this area, you know, type it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know why anybody would short, right? And that's where the problem comes in at. If everything says long and there's no reason to short, then, and a lot of you'll say, well, we were waiting for the fair value gap to fill. Well, that's fine, but nobody shorted down to it, right? Everybody was waiting for it in order to long, right? That's how they're doing it. So if there was no reason to short, then you have to ask yourself, well, why do we got this big red candle then? Obviously because everybody was long and you've got orders below. Well, what do we got to do? We've got to collect them orders, right? You have to collect orders as you move through. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but it's what keeps the market moving. If every single one of us, every trader out there, you know, all the institutions, everybody pushes buy right now, well, what's going to happen? You know, the exchanges, your broker, whoever, they've got to cover the other side of this trade. So when you push buy, they have to cover the other side. They're out there for the sell. So what do they do with those orders? Well, those orders, you know, your brokers and everybody, they sell them to the market makers. So now who's on the line for them? Right? That's how you inject liquidity into the market, if that makes sense. So what are they doing? They're just using orders to move price back and forth in order to make money. I mean, that's all it is. So there's a ton of orders here. You know, it looks more like this, and this thing's about to push down, but it looks more like this to them, right? Let's just do it for a minute. We'll just go, we'll do this, and then let's say supply. What'd I do with that? Oh, there's nothing. Okay. Oh yeah, I made a red box. Okay. So for them, see how you look supply. Do I have demand anywhere? Yeah, I got demand. So for them, it's just, this is essentially what the market looks like. Here's green here. That's it. You know, where's your next green? Maybe you got green here. If people are short, you know what I mean? You've got green here. This is the only thing they see. I mean, and they look at it in number form, but this is all it is. Here's where the money is. Here's where the money is. You know what I mean? So what do they have to do to get that money? That's really all it is. And of course, there's more to it. I try to simplify it that way so that dumb it down so everybody understands. But for them, it's just, there's just clusters of orders there. So that's money. So if they can buy orders, let's just say this wick, right? Say this is stop loss. If they can buy up this, they can put price here to buy up this. And let's say, again, say it cost them $5 million to get from here to here, right? And there's $10 million worth of orders. Well, now they buy up them 10 million. That pushes price up. Any stop losses that are now short because for whatever reason, traders like to be on the wrong side of it. That once they hit here and they put this wick on this candle and they grab these stop losses from all these fair value gap traders, that pushes price up immediately because they've got big orders that are hit there that are now buy orders. So that initially pushes the price up. Well, what happens? Now you're hitting through all the stop losses up here. Now what are they going to do with these orders? They've got $10 million worth of orders. And once we get the next candle that comes up like this, and we've got this nice big candle where all of the traders are super bullish and we're going to the moon. Well, what are they going to do? They're going to sell into that strength. Why would you not? You want to sell into strength, buy into weakness. Why? Because when the strength's there, they realize they can offload them $10 million worth of orders. And then what happens? Then you see this right here. And you get that red candle, it flips down. Just what we got over here. That red candle flips down, and they sell that $10 million worth of orders. And then what happens again? Well, where are the stop losses from the traders? The exact same thing over and over again. They went long here. Their stops are right down here. And now we push through and grab all them orders and continue back down. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's why it's so easy to understand where the stuff's going. Once you start understanding why the market moves this way, it's not so hard to understand what's happening next. Everybody's like, oh, well, you're a magician because you see where it's going to go next, and you're a magician because you know it's going to react here. No, it's just the traders. You know exactly where the traders are. Well, somebody has to take care of the other side of those orders. Somehow this market continually has to move. So if they're not involved at all, right? If they're not involved, then essentially the market will go nowhere. And people don't understand that part of it. They're all like, well, the market makers are the worst. All they are is out there stealing people's money. They're keeping the market moving. Without the market makers injecting liquidity into the market, there's no movement. Everybody agrees, and it's just let's buy. Okay, well, that's fine. But now what? How are you going to keep the market moving? So you have to have orders to keep it moving, and there has to be liquidity moving it both ways, right? And that's the whole thing. Yeah. Yep, exactly. And I mean, that's how I like to look at it. A lot of people like to look at where are the orders, right? I mean, we realized there was orders here because the gap was filled. So can you long this? Yeah, you can long the reaction there. Don't get me wrong. Just understand that there's not nearly the orders at the entry, right, as there is at the exit. That's the problem, because most people are going to have their exit entries at about the same place, right? There's always going to be a reason. Well, why did you put your stop loss here? Well, this is the last place that I expected for, and a lot of people will say, support or demand, or that's where your breaker block is, or and what you'll see is that all these things are essentially the same place. That's why I look at stop losses, right? Because it's much more probable that there's going to be a larger number of orders sitting in those areas than it is actual entries themselves. Because I've been asked that before. Well, if you know there's going to be a reaction off these entries because we're looking for a wick, then why aren't you trading those? Well, because there's usually not as many orders there as there is at the stop loss spot. And you can tell when this fails, right? So far, this is, this is winning. Do they win here? Possibly. Why? Because stop losses were hit from these orders. So does the fair value gap trader win out on this one? Maybe, right? So, and that's the whole reason of why don't we just trade this? That's why we need this bottom wick. Bottom wick, in this spot right here, let's just say the bottom wick, and let's just say that we're going to take a close below. Let's just keep it super simple. Way back to old school when all I said, I didn't talk about any of this stuff. Anybody that was here in the very beginning, they know I talk about none of this. All I talked about back then was close below, wick up, flip, and you enter. I tried to keep it super basic. That's all it was. So what is that exactly where we're sitting here? And why do I talk more in depth about it today than I did then? Right here, this would be this. Here's your red candle. You close below. And why do you need the bottom wick? The bottom wick is because the longs came in. I was saying all the same thing to you guys. I wasn't painting the whole picture. I was just giving you the simplistic, view of it. So what is it? You get a close below after your fair value gap traders came in, after your previous day, high traders came in because they expect now that we're out of the range that we're going up, all these guys now are long. That's what this bottom wick's all about. So now you get your bottom wick, and what happens next? Well, you're looking for the top wick. Why are you looking for the top wick? Well, you're looking for them to show strength, right? That they're going to win. That was the whole point. So now you get your top wick. They're winning. They're ready to kill it. And what happens next? Well, their positions fall apart. And it flips. Once it breaks those lows and you enter, that's that push to test their entries again, right? And I used to always say this. That's the test to test their entries. And then what happens? You take profit one, you wait for their entries to be tested. Maybe it holds, maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, what happens? It breaks down and it runs through their stops. So I was always saying the same thing. It was just, I was trying to do it in a simple terms. And the biggest problem with that is people just believe now that close below, and it wasn't even close below. A lot of guys weren't even looking for the close below. A lot of people were just looking for a bottom wick, top wick, and a flip, and they were just entering. Well, this didn't play out yet. If you did not have the longs come in right here, right, from this gap, from overnight high, then this position is no longer even valid. It doesn't matter what happens, right? And that was the part of the puzzle that nobody was putting together. So they were just, okay, there's a bottom wick. There's a no bottom wick candle to flip down to go. That's just a candle setup, guys. That was just an entry. You have to have a setup first. You have to have a spot where longs are involved or shorts are involved, and you're looking to run the stop losses the other way. That's why I started going so in depth on how I explain this stuff, and we lost a lot of people. A lot of people just, they bounced, right? That's what happened. They were like, "Oh, your strategy's too complex. I don't understand it." No, there's no complexity to it. I was just trying to explain what a setup looked like, right? That's it. All we're trying to say is, okay, if you were trading supply demand, if that's what you learned, where would you long, where would you short? Pay attention to those areas. If you're an SMC trader, where would you long, where would you short? Pay attention to those areas. We're looking for failures there. That's it. And for whatever reason, that just didn't compute. And I said, oh, well, everybody trades the same. That most people, that didn't compute. And Paul gets it, right? And I know a lot of you that are here now, you guys get it. But you realize how many people have left since the beginning because it was just too complex and my strategy is just too complex for them to understand. And it makes no sense, guys. It's not complex. I was just trying to, bring to light that it's not just bottom wick, top wick, flip, enter. Will that work? Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't be trading it that way. You have to have the setup. And that's why I started talking. Okay, first you got the setup, then you got the entry. This is what I went on to. And people are like, well, I don't get it. Well, what's the setup? Well, where would you go long? Where would you go short? Well, I don't understand. You can't just say that you can long or short anywhere that I go the other way. No, I'm saying that's where the setup is. So it's not that complex, guys. I hope that, you know, me showing you exactly what I just did today. I've tried everything. And like I said, I think most of you already that are still here that roughed it out already pretty much wrapped your head around it. You're just putting those final little touches. And again, you can put those final touches however you want as well. This isn't something that has to be pinpoint to exactly how I trade, right? And I'm not a quitter. Started my trading journey. I've met so many who have given up, not here specifically, but in general. Yeah, since you started. Yeah, and I mean, that's the whole thing. And a lot of people have given up on, you know, and I call it TRC, right? Tons of people have given up on TRC. And I'm not going to name any names, only because, sadly, against, and you'll know who you are, right? But I'm not going to name any names to put you on blast, but sadly, against my thing, there's people who are members of the server, right, who do sell courses, sell mentorships, and things like that. And you guys know that that's not exactly my thing. And it's funny, you know, an individual who does partake in that, they passed a challenge, you know, within months. Okay, I'm not going to put any specifics on it either, because I don't want anybody being able to, you know, sum up who this person is. But anyways, they passed a challenge and they DM'd me, and they said, you know, I tried TRC, and I couldn't get it. Never could figure it out. And now I've went this route, and I'm not going to say what that route is either. And finally, I passed my challenge. Oh, I'm sorry that I couldn't get TRC, but you know, this strategy got me there. I was like, that's great. Whatever works. You know what I mean? And then they emailed me after, you know, they sell mentorships, guys. So just be careful where you spend your money, please. And then they emailed me, or they DM'd me, sorry, about, I don't know, a month later. And they said, I can't win anything. I don't understand. Maybe you were right. Maybe these strategies don't work. How can I easily learn TRC? Well, this is the same person selling mentorships, guys. I mean, just unbelievable to me. I can't win a trade. I haven't been able to win a trade. Can you help me? And I started going back into it and trying to give them a little bit of advice. Again, obviously it's too complex. They DM me back and say, well, they don't want to be a strategy jumper, so I guess they're just going to stick with what they got. Well, at this point, now they're making enough off mentorships that trading doesn't really matter to them anymore. You know? So we just stick with it and learn everything we can and sell mentorships instead. Nobody understands that this is how it works, right? This is why I'm not selling mentorships. You just have to have enough to seem like you know something. You just have to win enough trades to seem like somebody else should be listening to you. That's it, guys. That's it. You know, and if you want to go that route, by all means, I don't stand behind it, but I'm not going to hate you for it. If you want to go out there, play like you know something, sell people stuff, but I'm here to tell you, I'm going to continue to tell everybody I see, don't buy a mentorship, don't buy a course, because all those people do is rip people off. Sorry, that's what I'm going to do. So, and then you're going to look at me like, what? Why would you tell people that I'm trying to sell my mentorship or my courses? Well, I'm talking exactly to you. I'll be honest with you. That's who I'm talking to. So, the wickless candles are a cheat code. How one uses it, up to them. Yep, exactly. People arrived here with ICT and SMC and other trading strategies, and the hardest part was to integrate how we trade here against the knowledge they already have. Yep. Like unlearning and relearning. Exactly. Asking challenge qualifies you to sell a mentorship. Man, I've been doing this wrong. Yes. Yes, that echo. That's exactly what it qualifies you to do. Hey man, I'm going to start my own Discord and charge $200 a month. All I have to do is get out the signals to pay top step. I'm already more profitable than top. Absolutely, Paul. Oh, geez. You haven't passed an email yet. That's crazy. Anyway, I mean, it just is what it is. Like I said, it's completely up to you guys and how you want to do it. I don't stand behind it. Not gonna lie to you, but at the same time, you know, everybody does what they do. But it's just sad to me that people can't just trade, right? Like, it kills me that people can't just learn to trade. It's not that hard, guys. I mean, I realize it seems hard, and I realize everybody's saying, oh, you'll say it's not that hard. It's really not, guys. Once you start wrapping your head around it and understand why the market moves, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. You can take advantage of, you know, little moves anywhere. I mean, all joking aside, you could take advantage of fair value gaps if you want. You know there's going to be a reaction. Just take profit quicker, right? Normally, they're not just going to run through it. Can it happen? Yeah. You know, it can. Levels can be ran through. Just keep tight stop losses. That's where a lot of people go wrong. Keep tight stop losses. Take a little bit of losses. Take big wins, right? That's all you can do. Good morning, Aiken. You know what I had yesterday? Tacos, yes, I had tacos. The wife took the. I told you guys during the stream, her Blackstone ran out of propane, so I went out and put propane on her Blackstone. But anyway, she made homemade tortillas, and she took corn shells as well. You know, like the hard corn shells, and she put the tortillas with some spicy cheese. It was like Tostitos cheese sauce, and she used that to put the tortilla around the hard shell, and then she put beef that she made on the Blackstone as well. She put beef, tomato, lettuce, onion, and salsa inside. And like I said, it was kind of wrapped up in a soft shell. So it's like a soft shell, hard shell with nacho cheese. Oh, kind of like the double decker, if any of you guys remember that. The double decker at Taco Bell back years ago. All right, Paul, see you in a bit. If you guys remember that, that's basically the same thing she made, was like the nacho cheese double decker, but it was way better. Way better.
Shadows creeps in the night. Gold got a mind that don't act right. Fake calm, but it holds that rage. Sleep on it once, now you trapped in the trade. Flight to safety or panic play. One headline hit is a
wish this would have had a top wick, guys. If we would have had a top wick here, much better. We just have to anticipate that she's going to come back for it. That's the problem. And I will not be here tomorrow, guys. I said it yesterday. I want to tell you again. Should have waited till Paul got back. I'll try to tell him again once he gets back. Make sure you guys remind me. But yeah, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. We got a doctor's appointment going to get the ultrasound tomorrow. So yeah, man, the woods, it's a boy. Well, so they claim. I said this on stream when we found out, and I gotta tell you, it makes no sense to me. They did a blood test, right? And that's how they declared this. I never in my life I heard of such a thing. Like, I don't get it. You can draw wifey's blood and know that the baby's a boy. It just blows my mind. They claim that you can know what color hair it has, what color eyes, and whether it likes cilantro or this, that, the other. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? No way. But that's extra money, of course. Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can figure out if it's a boy or a girl. It really slays me. Like, and we were really wanting a girl. Not gonna lie, because we already had, we've already got the boys. But, It is what it is. What are you gonna do?
Made me rich off pure compliance. Rules I wrote, now I live them slow. Seeing that setup, yeah, I let it grow. No fear trades, I'm built from loss.
Yep.
Scar taught me how to boss.
You're back, Paul. I was just saying I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. No stream tomorrow because we got to go for an ultrasound tomorrow. So. All right.
Woke up, check the zone, still valid. Entry hit smooth, now the chart look lavish. People chase hype, I chase the truth. Go show love when your mind got proof. I don't flinch when it starts to dance. I'm the reason price got that glance. Strategy cold, discipline rare. Why they guess I breathe market air.
Can we get a 33 ticks, huh? Kind of like that wick recovery, guys. What's the 4 hour? Yeah. See, here's your head and shoulders. Right? You see it? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So what would we like to see? I'd like to see it tap right here for your 0.5 of this wick. And then break these highs and move up and take that, recover that wick. That makes sense. They're starting to expect a down move now. See how this they're liking this. They're liking the short now. Unbelievable.
I see you watching how I move, trying to figure out the rules, but what you see ain't what it seems. I got the keys to everything.
There's the. We didn't break the high yet, did we? Not a bad idea there, guys. Completely up to you. Just to come up and put a wick on this candle, which will then ultimately recover this other wick, because this is a short pattern for them. So I am not break it though. I is here. Okay. And we'll go and break the highs. Let's see where a good stop would be. Down below here. Less than 0.5s. What would that be? A huge stop. Yeah, it's going to be a huge stop. I don't know if I'll even draw this one up, but you guys get the gist. I mean, I guess if you go into profit quick, we're essentially looking for the recovery of that. I'm just drawing it up here. Obviously, it's not triggered. Don't anybody go crazy. Yeah, I mean, you could go 20 to BE. But we may never break those highs, so it may not be an issue either way. Watch and learn the game, it took me quite a while. No more rush decisions, no more foolish plays. Calculated steps through all these market waves. See how she reacts right here. This is the 0.5 of this previous wick, right? You already know how much I love the 0.5s. Tap it, we're close. We'll see what this stop loss will be once this goes down. There's the 0.5. Ooh, if it comes down and gets any much further, we wouldn't want to get involved. Yeah, see, look at that stop loss. Now that stop loss can be way too big. Skip on that, guys. Skip on that. Yeah, that stop loss is getting... It was already pretty big to begin with, but now it's getting super out of hand. I'd like to put a wick on that candle. And this is the whole thing too, and this is what I've tried to explain about when we talk about, you know, these entries. A lot of people just want to enter. Well, you'd never be triggered. You know, if anybody shows up for the algo trade, they get this part of it too. If the trade isn't going to go your way, most generally, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, every time or whatever the case may be, right? But if the trade is not going to go your way, most generally you're not going to be triggered. Can you get triggered and get stopped? Obviously, but chances are, if you've been triggered and you're entered in it, it's going to go your way, right? And that's the whole thing with the trigger. You don't want to be triggered into a trade that essentially isn't going to work. So 9 chances out of 10, you won't be triggered if the trade isn't going to go your way. And it's the same thing with how I trade, right? You never would have been triggered, so you never would have took a stop here. You never would have been triggered. You never came up here and broke the highs to move up. So you're just not involved. And can't you come back up now, break the highs and move up to put a wick on this candle? Absolutely. But look at the stop. Now you're getting into, you know, trying to figure out something here, right, to manage your stop loss, because you just can't take a stop this big. But I mean, look, we got no bottom wick on this candle. Come down, put a bottom wick. So where's that break? You know what I mean? Put it in just to show an idea of, you know, your entry the same. Okay, so that's the break of that high. Now look, if you were running the 5-minute, you could initially say something like this, but the problem with it is, how much room do we have in between there? Well, it's about 29 ticks. So essentially you could take a trade up to the high. See that? And your stop will be much smaller. I mean, not that it's still not small. Still 81 ticks at this point. I mean, that move down was rough. So it's much smaller than it would be from up here, though, let's just say. But it's still too big for me. But again, if you guys are running micros or something, maybe you take advantage of that. Stop below here. You know, you have a long here, move to BE there. You know, maybe take one off and then essentially wait for it to run with the break of that high again, right? So this kind of shows you the entry. Again, she can come down and put this wick on. We talked about this before. Why? The fair value gap traders here, I don't know if they got out or not. They were probably looking for the highs, which never happened. So more than likely, we still got stops down below here. But that's the tough part of this position. I still want that wick. Yeah, and I mean that was the wick we were looking for below. I think you may still, you know, still may come about first. I mean, it still may come about first, sadly, because you got to understand these guys are long. They're still long from this fair value gap fill right here. They're still long. I don't think they would have took profit that quick. I think they would have been targeting, you know, at least the top here, but I bet the highs, I bet their target was probably here. So with targeting that, they're still long here. So their stop orders should still be, I mean, let's draw it up real quick. Let's have a little bit of fun here. If they put their stop down below this low, which is probably about where they put it at, all right, their stops would be here, and let's just have fun with it. We can easily see this because this is SMC, right? So here was your long entry, right? So if your long entry's there, your stops are down here, that's 1-to-1, right? So what do you need? You're going to need you know, you're hoping to swing the highs to do more of a 2-to-1 type trade. So their take profits are going to be somewhere up here at best. Right? Let's just say I didn't quite get to 2, but you guys get it right there. No, guys, this isn't the trade we're in. This is about where they'd be at. So they're looking at it to swing the highs with their stops down here. So that's their 2-to-1. So do we expect to put a wick on this candle? And that's the problem with our wickless candle up here. We expect that these guys are going to get stopped out. They're going to come down here and run these stops for them entering there. Right? That's what we were targeting in the beginning. There just was no entry for us. We couldn't enter. And I mean, still, it's a hard entry. It's hard to enter short here, right? It's hard for me to find an actual short entry, but this is where the fair value gap guys will get stopped. This is essentially what their position looks like right now. So what happens? We come down here and we run these stops, then what happens? Then we go up. Then they're like, well, I don't understand. It's not hard to understand, right? Works. So could we come down and run these? Absolutely. And that's why I was saying there's no, if you don't get triggered, you're never involved, right? You're never involved in these positions. But did they go BE here because it came so much into profit, and then they went BE in order to, you know, because they were worried, you know, how many of them had weak hands and went BE? I don't know. It's part of what you see happen too. You see it come back down and test for the second time, and you see this little jump here. It makes you wonder, you know, did they run BE and now they're out? I got concerned. Oh. Just things to think about, guys. But good morning, Werner.
Nothing but time on my screen, studying movements, know what they mean, painting my brain from the mistakes I made, but every L taught me how to get paid. Yeah, moving methodical, mind over feels, data don't change but the emotion steals, build my foundation brick by brick, now watch me calculate every flip, patience paying off, they can't understand how I stay cool when the pressure land, focus forward, never looking back, keep it clean while they move and slack.
Hopefully that makes sense. Anybody have any questions, guys, about everything I just went over? I know I went over a lot, but
now they ask me how I knew, but I just let the numbers move.
She's sideways. Currently, I mean, pretty sideways. Yes, Dixie is too. That's probably got a lot to do with it. Dixie's super sideways too. I honestly can't believe that gold, I mean, I realize it's hard to say that gold isn't exactly sideways, but it's not, right? And I mean, those that understand this, the broadening formation, right? And I mean, Warner understands this. We were in range, broke the highs, or broke the lows, broke the highs, and essentially, like, that'll be an outside bar on a higher time frame, right? I mean, maybe not. Or no, because you split time frames, might be on the 2 hour, but tough to say that gold's sideways because it's actually not. But at the same time, she's not going anywhere. I mean, she has yet to go up or down, right? So even though she's broke the highs and broke the lows, she still hasn't went anywhere. It's kind of sideways, right? Not tough, but kind of. Sorry, I'm late. Had to take my sister to a specialist about 130 miles away. Wow, that's a long ways, Warner. No worries. Life happens, man. Life happens. Like I said, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, Warner. I've got to go to. We've got a doctor's appointment for an ultrasound, so we won't be here. I won't be here tomorrow either. So, life happens. Let's see if we can sweep down. Like I said, let's see if we can sweep these stops. I mean, we'll see it happen when it happens, right? I don't know if it will. I mean, again, gold is kind of sideways too. Not going to say that it's not. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly. 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 That's exactly the case.
Now every chart I see reveals the truth. Market manipulation can't shake my groove. Queen takes bishop but controls the field. Knowledge is power, that's my strongest shield. Call me grandmaster of this trading floor. While y'all still
Yeah, I was talking to you, Aiken.
Strategic devotion. Watch and learn. Feel the burn. Learn, trade, win.
Huh. Well, that's crazy.
Accelerate the pace, leave no trace. Your simple strategies I'll straight replace with complex calculations, market domination, pure dedication, no hesitation. Been in the lab while y'all been sleeping, studied the craft while y'all been creeping. Now watch me demonstrate perpetual check while your account balance hits the deck. Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, that's the system. Checkmate, game over. Level up, game over. Learn, trade. Learn, trade.
What company is that, Warner? I'm not a big fan of that monthly fee. To be honest with you there, but
Started from the bottom with a phone in my hand. Everybody laughed when I said I had a plan. Small account vibes, but my mindset was grand. Now
no, the monthly fee, it's $80 a month. After you pass, it's $80 a month. I don't like those. Oh, Elite Trader for Learn. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like. Leeloo tried to do that to me, because I didn't understand the, I didn't understand the 12 days trading thing, and they tried to charge me for my PAs $88 a month. And luckily, I got out of it, and they said, okay, well, you got to make sure that you trade 12 days from now on, and I was all right. But I think you're throwing away a lot of money. And again, I'm not saying that you can't make the money. That's what everybody says. They say, well, you'll make $88 a month, right? It's not that. It's just I feel like you're throwing away a lot of money paying a monthly fee like that when there's so many companies out there that you don't have to do that with, right? Better to pay a once. Yeah, exactly. I like paying the one time, whatever that be, right? When you go with Leeloo, you can do the dollar to make it $119 instead of $250, because $250 is astronomical. But again, you guys already know, there's a lot of companies out there that charge big PA fees, so you want to try to find the best deal that you can on it. They do the $119. Apex does $80 a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times they do $80 one time. And then, places like My Funded Futures, it's all in. So when you pay your monthly, it's your PA fee as well. So that's always a nice way to go too if you want to try something like that. So I mean, just figure out which ones are the best, guys. I don't like the bundle deals. Yeah, you don't have to bundle. You can do whatever and still get your same fee. Just the one time. You could just add a accelerator to them for Leeloo, and can't trade with MFFU. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough in your country because there's a lot of people that you can't trade with, which kind of suck. But yeah, you don't have to do a bundle with Leeloo if you don't want to. If you can trade with Leeloo. I kind of like Leeloo. But But that's just because they've been around. Yeah, Leeloo don't have good specials on single accounts. Yeah, a lot of times they're not as good as, I think they had a pretty good one here. Just lately, though. I think Wifey said something about, and I mean, I know most of you guys don't use 25Ks, don't get me wrong, but they had like $15 25K or something. I believe it was. $19, I don't know. Something she told me about. I don't keep up on many of the sales, guys. I'll be honest with you, the only time I go looking for a sale is when we say, hey, we're going to do some trading on Nasdaq to try to figure it out, and we go and grab a eval. My 50K is 1575 at Buellanox. Yeah, Buellanox has cheap, but the flip side of Buellanox, the problem is your PA fee. Am I right? I mean, I hadn't looked at Buellanox in a long time, but isn't their PA fees like extremely expensive? Their master, I guess they call it master account, I think. I don't know, I hadn't looked at them in a long time. Maybe it's not that bad anymore. But that's one thing that I like about Leeloo in conjunction is you can get that 119 edge enhancer for $1 most of the time. So it's only $119 once you pass. But that's just me. I've never used Buellanox. I will tell you. Yeah, very true. Very true, yeah. And that's probably not the worst idea. I will tell you, I kind of like the TradeAvid accounts, guys. For those who don't realize this, and I didn't realize it until recently, and no, I don't trade on TradeAvid. Whenever I say I like the TradeAvid accounts, first thing that people pop back at me real quick, oh, you like TradeAvid more than NinjaTrader? No, never traded on TradeAvid. Cannot tell you. However, I like the TradeAvid accounts because with TradeAvid, you can use NinjaTrader, right? And you can use NinjaTrader mobile. This is something you can't do with Rhythmic. Why? I don't know. But with the TradeAvid accounts, you can use NinjaTrader and trade on your mobile. So when I do the algo, I'm trading on a mobile because I'm never home. I normally shut down my PC right after I'm done with the stream, guys. And I don't trade anymore until algo, and the algo is almost always done on the phone. And I love being able to do that. Now, that's something that Leeloo does not offer. So if you can, you know, if you ever want to trade on mobile, that's a huge, you know, thumbs up to the TradeAvid connection because you can run NinjaTrader mobile, which I have found very useful. But no, I've never traded on TradeAvid itself. I don't know whether it's good or bad. I don't know. I'm a NinjaTrader guy through and through. Can't help it. I like having 800 tick charts on my cell phone. It's great. I'm bad, Paul, because I've got to where I play all my cards on a mobile now too. I don't know what's wrong with me, but all my poker I do mobilely now. Even if I'm sitting at home, I'm still playing on the mobile app. It's easier. I've got so much stuff that I do all the time. Whether I'm just, and I mean, if I'm at home, if I was to play cards right now, I'd pick up my mobile and I'd just play on the mobile. It makes it so much easier to go out in the yard, to go help the wife, to go, you know, unhook and hook up, you know, propane tanks for her Blackstone, to do all these things. I don't have to go sit out on my card game and try to figure it out. So I can just go wherever. And when she says, oh, well, we've got to go do this or we've got to go do that, I can just jump in the car and continue on and I can still play. So, and it's just been, yeah, it's been such a game changer to play, and I still play Bovada. It's just I've been using the mobile. You can play instantly on mobile, and I never thought I'd like it. I got to be honest with you, I really like it because it doesn't keep me stuck to the PC and not being able to go anywhere. And if, you know, anybody needs anything or needs me to do this, that, or the other, I just carry the phone with me. You know, that's nothing to pay attention to, fold or play. You know what I mean? When you're doing other things, it's not that big of a deal. Most of it is waiting. You already know when it comes to cards, it's mostly a boring wait time more than anything. I mean, I guess trading's similar, but it's just a boring sit around and watch it thing. I don't trade. I'm not trading anymore. Past the stream. I mean, maybe right past the stream. I shouldn't say that because a couple days I've taken trades just after the stream has ended. There's been a setup that comes through, but for the most part, once I shut down the stream, I shut down the PC, and that's it. I wait until algo and trade that normally mobily because I've got my computer shut down. I spent a large time of sick and being away with my PC just shut down, and I got to tell you, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I know that sounds horrible, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. And when you got your PC shut down all the time, you know, when you get a wild hair to play some cards, you just grab your phone and start playing cards. And now I've kind of figured out that using the phone to play cards is actually super nice because now I can move about and do whatever I need to do while playing rather than just being stuck to the seat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep.
Community strong, we share what we know. Each trade we take helps
Yep.
the other one grow. Fuck the FOMO, we stay calculated. Patient assassins, highly rated. Break down resistance,
Yes.
won't bend.
Yep. Yep.
We transcend. Keep it controlled, no emotional plays.
And it's true. It's true. Like I said, I was the same way. Like I just felt like I was a PC guy through and through. I'd never do anything on mobile, but I feel like part of my rest, if you will, when I was sick was turning everything off and not letting it be a distraction. So I just shut everything down, just completely turned off the computer, turned off all my screens, turned off everything. And most of that time when I was gone, I had nothing. You know, there was absolutely nothing. Coding on NinjaTrader is super easy because you write it all yourself. So you don't have to know any coding. It actually has got a coding place in it. So you just write exactly what you want it to do. Crown, you just print it out. Super easy. Search it on YouTube. There's a ton of good videos. I've watched some videos. We made some stuff on NinjaTrader, but yeah, it's super easy. But anyways, I had everything shut down. So in order to, you know, reply to DMs, I had to do it on mobile because my phones are sitting beside me. You know, in order to play a few little cards, if I want to play some cards, I had to do it on mobile. In order to, you know, look at the market if I want to see what the price was doing or, you know, trade a little bit, I was doing it on mobile for the most part. And I kind of got, I'm not going to say that I like any of it better than a PC, don't get me wrong, but what I will say is it was much more convenient. And now that we've got so much going on and we're so busy and we're always on the go, it seems, it's definitely a huge advantage. The mobile's definitely a huge advantage because I can do stuff. I was playing cards. I told you about this. The wife started playing cards. We were in the car and I gave her the phone because I'm driving. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what I want to play and what I don't want to play. So she's sitting here talking back and forth to me and figuring out what to fold and what not to fold as we're driving. And she's essentially playing the cards with my help, obviously, with my guidance, if you will. And then when we'd stop and go into appointments, then I could sit there and play the cards or whatever. But she was essentially playing them. And she was like, man, I kind of enjoy playing these cards. And she's lucky, too. She gets better hands than I do. I don't know how she does it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Created by ChatGPT. Sweet. There you go, Crown. That helps. I mean, it's super easy from what I understand to put stuff in. As long as you're using an indicator on NinjaTrader. If you're using an indicator, it makes it a lot easier by far. To make these moves, gonna do this shit all night. Yeah. And then the next thing is, guys, if any of you go to NinjaTrader ecosystem, I think is what it is, guys. Just Google it. There's all kinds of free indicators in there too. Crown, if you're looking for something that maybe is available. I used to put all kinds of indicators from that place in there, but don't do so much anymore. If the indicators that you see on my screen are just ones that are stuck there because I haven't taken them off. I don't really use indicators for the most part. It's just stuff that was already on NinjaTrader. Like I said, it was some kind of strategy that I had on NQ that I was trading. And I don't even remember what the gold was. I think it was stuff that I used back in the day, but I really don't use any of it anymore. So, and none of that stuff's on the phone either, which makes it cleaner. I don't have any indicators on it. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, this shit feels like home.
Another tough candle. Not in love with it. Like I said, like I said earlier, we are essentially sideways, guys. Not gonna lie. I know it doesn't look that way to most of you, but that's exactly what it is. I mean, turn this into a box. This is where we're at. This is essentially it. And then realize we got all these wicks, but really nothing's happening. It is kind of ugly. Man, I sure don't like that this is the way that we're ending today, because I've got nothing tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. So ugly.
Fuck that FOMO, I stay composed. Years of practice, that's how it goes. Every move calculated, clean. This ain't luck, you know what I mean. Early bird gets the fucking win. That's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark.
Yeah.
That's the real one me. Early bird gets the fucking win. That's why I'm here where I've always been.
Yep.
Hits different when it's dark. That's what sets the real ones apart. Their cup's cold, but I don't care. These indicators showing me where to place it perfect, time is sweet. While amateurs still catch disease. This game ain't for the weak or slow. Gotta be ready when it's time to go. Morning ritual got me trained. Others sleep while I maintain. Charts and coffee, one more
We might put the top wick on this wickless here. I don't know what you do with this stuff. Super ugly. Super ugly. Yeah. There's the wick. See if we can test that high. Like I said, this is what we wanted for the 4 hour. It's just not like that. Not like that, guys. That was not what we were looking for.
Early hours hit me with a different kind of peace. While the world's still quiet, I find my release. Just me and these numbers dancing slow. Building patterns in my mind as I go.
Yeah.
Something special about this morning.
Yeah, it was way too big of a stop once you got back there. Like we were looking at, I mean, there just wasn't no way to... There really was no way to take advantage of any of this. I think... It's just slow. That's what I think, honestly.
Every morning feels so right. What's brewing my coffee or my mind?
Anybody got any?
What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of
Yeah.
time? What's brewing as these thoughts align?
Yeah.
You asked me once why I rise before the sun. Said I'm chasing something that can't be out.
Good tap here. Like I said, this was kind of what we were looking for, but there just was no way to get involved. I mean, there just was no way to get involved. That 4 hour.
Patience builds more than just a perfect cup. It's teaching me when to hold, when to give up.
There it is. Just wasn't no way to go to do anything with it, guys.
As the minutes tick by, every morning feels so right. What's brewing my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time?
Yeah.
What's brewing as these thoughts alive? Sometimes I wish you could see.
It's funny, and Paul pointed out earlier, 11 ticks. I think we're going to see the same kind of thing here. We come up, we break the high, and it's super...
Everything makes sense before the
It's just not that break that we're used to. Super slow, super small, if you will. I mean, not saying that this won't go up and get higher, but it's just there. There's no conviction in these high breaks. I don't think that most people are shorting the highs anymore. I think people have gotten bullish is the problem.
brewing in this cup of time. What's brewing as these thoughts align? What's brewing in me?
Very nice. Very nice. And Dixie Still's doing absolutely nothing. I'm waiting to see, and I know a lot of you guys, there's not many that trade Dixie or anything like that, but I'm waiting to see how, you know, Dixie plays out once the government opens back up. Does that make sense? Like, I'm waiting to see if, because gold's still moving, right? I mean, even in Q, these things are still moving, guys. And Dixie's really not doing much. I'm just wondering if once she, you know, once the government opens back up, I wonder if you're going to get a huge move, right? But I guess we'll have to see. I don't know. You would have thought that something would have happened, yeah. And it just... You don't see nothing. I mean, she's not really doing much of nothing. I mean, your opening gap was very... That was a super surprise. I'm with you. That was a super surprise to me. But then she's just kind of in this, you know, bang around area. But I'm with you. You would have thought that the dollar would have weakened with the government shutdown. Well, maybe we're stronger without the government. Maybe that's part of the problem. Yep. I vote for no government. I don't think I could say that, but whoops, I just did. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that's my vote. Yeah. jeez. Yeah. Yep.
Morning comes, I think of you first. Chart lines dance while my coffee bursts. Been at this game since day one, teaching me patience like you always done.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a sad thing. It is. Has anybody got any questions today, guys? I think we are pretty much tapped here. You guys get what we're looking at. Put the wick on here. Just barely broke the highs. Got not much of a bottom wick here. Still looking at this bottom wick here. It's ugly. Not gonna lie. I mean, this is just, you know, it is kind of ugly. I'm probably going to have some lunch, see if there's any kind of setup here after I eat, before I get on to my day, but I'm going to assume there's probably nothing. So, I mean, this is kind of where you're at. This is what you're looking at currently, and I mean, you can go. I mean, we can look at it here, obviously, for the bottom of your range if you want. Actually, let's delete that. Just put a box on here. So I don't want to put a line on top of that. It's going to be the same thing. I mean, this is the 5, guys. So you look at it like this, right? 15, same thing. 30. Essentially the same thing. You could start talking about closes and things below here if you want. It's tough. You don't have a lot of room between here and your next line there. It's about 26 ticks. I guess maybe you can talk about that, but I mean, it's all the same. You see what I'm saying? It's just very, very ugly currently. Makes the difference between success and a wild ride. Take it slow. Yeah. Watch it form. Just like steam. Yep. Yep. But it wouldn't surprise me when when it gets moving slow like this, it's tough, guys, because I'm always looking for big candles and I don't anticipate one coming in. Just saying, I mean, all these candles are essentially, I mean, you see them all. So, since we've been open, you know, since we've been here, let's just say, this is the price action that we've seen, right? These are your candles, man. Not trying to be funny, but what are you going to do with that, right? Like, darken this just a bit. What are you going to do with that, man? We had a couple decent candles overnight. You know, those weren't bad candles, but now we're just kind of, we're very sideways. So until something starts happening, I'm probably not going to touch it at all. That's my take. Anybody got any questions at all, guys? Anything? Yep, and I'll be back for the algo. Hopefully we'll see something from that. Yeah, hopefully it goes. Hopefully we see something like this on NQ, like we see right here. Come algo time. I hope I open my 30-minute chart and this is what I look at. Is this, because then I will have high thoughts for the algo, right? If we don't see this tight consolidation, you're not going to get near the move from the algo. So get my head out. Hell. All right. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I feel like I'm about to go back to sleep. Makes no sense. I gotta get up and get going. I was shy. The wife made light coffee. We're waiting on coffee. It was supposed to be in the mail today and did not show up. So we just ran out. Now I think I'm gonna have to go somewhere and get some coffee. I'm not kidding you. Like, my coffee was not. It was not something to wake me up this morning. I feel about like gold right now, guys. I feel about like gold. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up. I won't see you tomorrow because there's going to be no stream tomorrow. I will see you Thursday, all right? Paul will be here, so any of you guys that want to come back, interact, have fun, absolutely, show up. He will be in the live trading still. Have a great rest of your day, guys. And as always, stay consistent out there.
Y'all move pieces random, I calculate precise. While you chase quick profits, I'm strategizing twice, 10 steps ahead. Your basic moves I can predict. This ain't no simple game, my method's scientific. Rapid calculations, market oscillations. You stuck on one move plans, I'm seeing combinations. Bank account elevation through smart navigation. While y'all keep hesitating, I'm accumulating. Check your mate, don't hate, this ain't debate. You move too late, I already sealed your fate. My mind's a supercomputer processing gains, while y'all still confused by simple price change. Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, get it. Pawns advanced strategic, every move methodic. While y'all play checkers, I'm out here encyclopedic. Quick with the statistics, flowing algorithmic. Brain automatic, profit systematic. Fuck what you heard about fast cash and luck. I studied patterns till my vision got stuck. Now every chart I see reveals the truth. Market manipulation can't shake my groove. Queen takes bishop but controls the field. Knowledge is power, that's my strongest shield. Call me grandmaster of this trading floor, while y'all still learning what the game is for. Patience in motion, strategic devotion. Watch and learn, feel the burn. Learn, trade, win. Accelerate the pace, leave no trace. Your simple strategies I'll straight replace with complex calculations, market domination, pure dedication, no hesitation. Been in the lab while y'all been sleeping, studied the craft while y'all been creeping. Now watch me demonstrate perpetual check while your account balance hits the deck. Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, that's the system. Checkmate, game over. Level up, game over. Learn, trade. Started from the bottom with a phone in my hand. Everybody laughed when I said I had a plan. Small account vibes, but my mindset was grand. Now them same folks wanna know where I stand. Been up since 5, studying every line. While they waste time, I'm reading every sign. First few trades hit me like a brick wall, but I ain't give up, now I learn from every fall. You're wasting time, that's what my daddy said. Get a real job, man, I mess with my head. But I kept pushing, kept my focus tight. Now my account growing, future looking bright. Ay. Learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. My time. They sleep on me now, but they gonna learn. Learn, baby. Watch me turn these charts into what I earn. Learn.
getting better every day. Red candles had me doubting everything. Green days came slow like a broken wing. But I studied hard, yeah, I paid my dues. Now I'm teaching others how to read the clues. Remember crying when I blew my first stack, but that loss taught me how to bounce back. Now I'm in my zone, reading every trend, making moves that got my whole crew fed. You thought I was crazy, glued to these screens. Now look who's winning, living out these dreams. This ain't luck, baby, this is pure skill. Years of grinding up this market here. They said I couldn't make it, said I should quit trading. Now look who's calculating, while they stay hating. Hey. Learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. They sleep on me now, but they gonna learn. Watch me turn these charts into what I earn. Learn, trade, win, that's the only way. Learn, trade, win, getting better every day. Learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. Watch and learn. I stay quiet while they loud. Keep it cool in the crowd. Watching charts day and night. Taking notes, got my lane. They wonder how I made it, but I know what it takes. Keep studying the patterns while everybody breaks. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent moves make loud money. Lost it all back in May. Learned my rules, found my way. No emotions when I trade. Calculate every play, check the trends, read the signs, take my time. They wonder how I made it, but I know what it takes. Keep studying the patterns while everybody breaks. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent moves make loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Started from zero, now I'm up. Studied the game, built it up. Losses taught me what I know. Now I move smart, watch it grow in my zone. Charts on screen, everything moving clean. No distractions, clear mind. Perfect timing, by design. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent money. Yeah. Watch and learn. Silent moves, that's how we do it.
Yeah. You fuck that weak shit. I stay focused while they all quit. Let's go. All day I grind, screen in my face. Numbers align, set my own pace.
Quick with the clicks, mindful of tricks. Ain't no look shit, pure analytics. Watch how I move, call it precise. Ready to prove, bid it their price. Wait and strike, do it right. Learn the game, stack the game. Patient hunt, front to front. This my time, watch me climb. Fuck all the noise, clear out my head. Make the right choice, stack up this bread. Quick on the draw, but timing is key. Study the law of supply, yeah. D charts tell the truth, data don't lie. Here's the proof, watch profits fly. Discipline tight, mind in the zone, do this shit right. I'm on thrive.
Down, take a breath, every L just shows the test. Build it up, break it down, analyze without the stress. Then
back in attack, flow like a pro. Stay on the track, watch numbers grow. Cut through the shit, trust what I know. Win bit by bit, put on a show. Every move planned, nothing by chance. Take my stance, seize my advance. Quick with the wits, sharp as a blade, making hits. Getting paid, ring. Charts on my screen, mind in the zone. Studying patterns while I'm all alone. Fuck all the bullshit, this ain't no game. When I hit that trade, watch the profit rain. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Quick with the clicks, analysis tight. Market's moving, but I time it right. See that signal, I don't hesitate. Years of losses taught me how to navigate. Finger on the trigger, heart beating fast. Each trade I take, built from lessons past. Fucking with precision, watch how I flow. Red to green, baby, that's how we go. Charts telling stories, I read them clear. While amateurs panic, I persevere. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Community strong, we share what we know. Each trade we take helps the other one grow. Fuck the FOMO, we stay calculated. Patient assassins, highly rated. Break down resistance, support won't bend. Technical masteries where we transcend. Keep it controlled, no emotional trades. That's how the real fucking money gets made. Discord buzzing, knowledge flowing free. Real-time updates from LTW family. Chart patterns forming, we spot them quick. Experience taught us which ones to pick.
slow it down, let me tell you something clear. Every loss I took brought me right here. Built my strategy through blood and tears. Now I execute without any fears.
Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Time to accelerate, watch how I close. Each trade I take, peeling verbose. Rapid execution, precision sharp. Like a fucking sniper in the dark. No hesitation when I see the sign. Years of practice got my skills refined. Community backing every move I make. That's why this shit isn't carts till they knew my name.
This ain't luck, this is pure damn skill. Watch how we fucking climb up this hill. Learn, trade, motherfucking win. That's the mindset that we're always in. Discord army, we don't ever quit. Making history with every hit.